All right, hey, so we're actually going to do a number of things today. First, Google has released within Gemini the ability to now share gems, which is amazing. And so I'm going to show you exactly how that sharing protocol works. And then we're going to use the backdrop, though, of one that I created for our organization to be able to keep up to date with how to do accessibility checks on Google Workspace documents to make recommendations so that our content can adhere to Colorado digital accessibility rules and specifically WCAG compliance, which is the standard by which we're trying to get all of our stuff to. And so obviously nothing in this replaces like a dedicated human who is an expert who knows the intricacies of how to make content accessible, but this will give you a really good leg up to be able to look at your content and make specific recommendations on how to make it accessible compliant. So we'll first start with like how to share a gem. So if you haven't used gems before, gems are like little AI tools that you can use natural language to basically feed instructions and have the AI perform a task. In this case, for ECG accessibility, I just basically wrote, and I'll include the links to the instructions below, but I basically just wrote instructions that says, look at the content of a document and render some recommendations based upon WCAG compliance. So if I go to Explore Gems, I've got the list of gems. Here's the ECG accessibility. All I have to do is click on the share button, and the share button comes up just like it does with a Google Doc. So you can share anyone with the link, you can share it privately, you can share it with other users. So that's as complicated as it gets to actually share a gem. So with that, we'll go ahead and go to the ECG accessibility one. And it comes up and it's really simple to use. Here, I'm just going to add one from Drive. I'm going to go to Start. This will be a copy of our employee handbook. Can you provide accessible compliance recommendations? Hit Enter. It's going to review that document, and then it should come back with a specific kind of line-by-line analysis of the document. So alt text for the ECG logo. It actually gives me the success criterion specific from WCAG, and it gives me a recommendation on that. And then it actually will give examples of when it's not accessible versus accessible. And you'll see that it actually goes through the whole thing. So here is the proper document structure with headings, link accessibility, improved table structure and accessibility. So anyway, I think it's super helpful to at least get a start as you're learning to make accessible, friendly content. It's a great tool to get started. Now, it's not just in the Gemini standalone and uploading a document. With the ability to do this now in the side panel, I will move myself over. This is the copy of our employee handbook. That's the logo that needs the alt text. And here is kind of the document, right? So if I open up in the side panel, my gems are listed. ECG accessibility is one that I already have loaded. If you've used it, it should show up in here, but you can always click on gems and it'll give you the full list of all the ones you have access to. So if you click on ECG accessibility, can you make recommendations to make this document accessible friendly? And I really like this interface if you're on kind of the advanced Gemini setup where you've got the side panel, because it'll do the exact same thing, but it'll actually go in a way that you can go line by line in side by side and actually make the corrections. So is it perfect? No. We'll strive towards that in time. This is early. But I think this is a really good first step, especially as we're kind of getting more and more used to it and making it a part of our workflows. And I hope you find it useful, and we'll constantly kind of be updating it with any information we find out that can make it even better. All right, later.